I'm Ray Welling, Editor-in-Chief of Workplace Info and Workplace OHS, and I'm talking to Natasha White, WHS Specialist for Australian Business Consulting and Solutions, about the impact of the Model WHS legislation. Natasha, in your role as WHS Specialist, what are some of the recurring issues that you come up against?
Some of the common questions we get asked are about working from home arrangements and the management of contractors, particularly with the broadening of the definitions under the new work health and safety legislation that came into play for most states and territories from January 2012.
And what are these changes to the legislation along with the relevant definitions?
The first one is in relation to what is a workplace. Physical boundaries as such no longer exist, and a workplace is broadly defined as any place of work where a worker goes to perform work for a business or an undertaking. So this can now extend to working from home. We're no longer restricted by buildings, vehicles or structures.
What do businesses need to know about work health and safety for workers who are working from home?
Businesses still need to be aware that they have work health and safety obligations for those workers who do work at home. So this includes providing a safe working environment, identifying the risks associated with the worker working at home and managing those risks.
What are some of the WHS risks associated with working from home?
Some of the typical risks associated with this are musculoskeletal disorders resulting from poor posture, sitting at workstations that are incorrectly designed. Other risks include fire and electrical hazards, security issues, and also issues in relation to people working in isolation.
What do workers themselves need to be aware of in terms of work health and safety laws?
Workers also have specific work health and safety obligations under the legislation. They need to take care for their own work health and safety as well as others. They also need to comply with any policies and procedures that the business has in place for working from home. In addition to that, they also need to make sure they report any incidents or injuries that occur when working from home.
What are some of the issues a business needs to consider when implementing a working from home arrangement?
Businesses need to look at the reason for the working from home arrangement in the first place. They need to look at the requirements of the job and can it actually be performed from home. Also looking at the hours, so setting out the hours that the worker is actually working, and also making sure they have a policy and procedure in place to actually manage any issues that may arise with this arrangement.
What are the steps that a business can take so that they can provide a safe working environment for their employees who are working from home?
Firstly, they need to define the hours of work that the worker will be working and looking at whereabouts in the home that they will be actually conducting the work. So for example, are they going to be working in the study or are they going to be sitting at the kitchen bench, sitting on a bar stool? Other things that you can do is conduct an inspection of the working home environment. So this can be done either by the manager or you could get the workers to undertake the inspection using a working from home checklist. Other things you need to look at is looking at equipment that is required in the workplace, so such as a suitable desk and chair that they're using, any first aid equipment that is required, and making sure that you consult with the worker on any issues that may arise, such as do they know how to report an incident, and also looking at communicating with their managers and team members while they work from home.
Thanks very much for your time today. Hopefully you got all the information you needed about people working from home. I'm Ray Welling, Editor-in-Chief of Workplace Info and Workplace OHS. And if you need any more information, make sure you log on to www.workplaceinfo.com.au.